Excuse me, sir. What are we doing, sir? Restarting.
Right now we are currently taking out the old ignition system. First
a really nice sensor valve.
Yeah.
Finally, an exhaust side that I can agree with.
And then we got Mike and Ryan here. Ryan has been here before. He used to work here.
do you want me to get like
back to
threaded
the motors.
systems?
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and clean that up.
They're getting ready to
Go
assemble
back through it.
a 3-rotor.
And then we'll put
All the stuff's over here. Got the E-shaft all polished up.
this one.
So this all looks pretty good.
This was the rear rotor here. So you can see where we had that loss of oil pressure, where it was kind of bypassing through that rear bearing when they spun the bearing. And you can kind of see it's kind of
Can you feel that?
a little bit right there. But my main thing is just remember oil pressure set off of the bearing clearance in a lot of cases, especially even on a rotary. So we want to make sure we have very good oil pressure.
We're in PFCZ land. Welding up some manifolds. These are coming out pretty good. Got catch cans over there going. Here are actually some manifolds that are already done. Looking pretty good. So Will and Skeeter have been killing it over here with that. We got Kevin Haas' car in. We finally got everything in for this car. And Kevin and Kelton are working on this one. They're just now diving into it. We got everything in.
Oh yeah.
Kelton, what are we doing to this car?
So we're doing a full fuel system swap, brand new Haltech 1500 ECU, new wiring harness, new ignition coils, and spark plugs. What else, Kevin?
That's about it for now.
All right.
All right, nice. Restarting.
Right now we are currently taking out the old ignition system. First we have to take off the intake and lay everything out on the table. And then we also are going to have to figure out a way to hang this AST back up. It's
Okay.
off the bottom of the charge pipe right now.
Okay.
And then Kevin and Ryan are going to be working on the ECU and wiring while I'm doing the fuel system and ignition.
Okay, cool. Thanks, Kelton. And over here in the other fabrication area, we got the Maxton from Motor Week up here. And I know Brendan is working on some stuff. Brendan, you want to tell us what you're working on?
Currently we're working on creating an air separator tank to go on top to replace some of the cooling portions of the car itself. The exhaust is completed on it. It's been replaced with 2 resonator setups. It now has a side dump compared to the original rear dump exit that it had with a very old system. Wow. And there's a couple other things on the list we're going to be buttoning up with it, just cleaning up the brakes, replacing some wiring, make sure everything's running tip-top.
Cool. Right. Yeah. All right. Try to twist it. When you're pushing it right. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Afternoon.
First crank. Yeah, we haven't got that far yet. I'm holding it open.
Like it's far right up.
Starting.
The first crank it did.
Yep.
First crank it fired, and then it was off. You had to like move it 60 degrees because it's on the side, and then it's perfect.
That's what I was worried about, because like trying to line it up for this crank.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. 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 Excuse me, sir. What are we doing, sir?
We are checking the three-rotor for exhaust leaks.
So we're pretty sure that the exhaust leak is good now. We'll double check it in a second. Ramos is going to adjust the throttle cable on the car so that it'll actually stay on. Because before, in the first couple videos that you saw the car running, we didn't have everything connected. There was no throttle cable at the time, so it was just running freely. But now that we have a throttle cable on and whatnot, we just have to adjust that. Brakes are bled. Everything is sealed up, and we should be able to bring this up to the dyno. There are a few more things that we do have to change. It's insane how much we have to do to the car still. Even though it's at a running point, there's still so much that has to be done, like body work, fenders, a big brake kit and stuff like that. But we don't need that to run it on the dyno and make sure that the car works and drives fine. So once we do that, once we get it on the dyno, we'll get the hood on, get the bumper on and stuff like that. Fan just kicked on. She's alive. now. It moved under its own power and we're getting ready to put it on the dyno. We're gonna adjust the radiator mount because it sits really, really low. So we're gonna bring that up. And it's a good thing that Will over at PFCZ gave us these slotted holes so that we can lift it up and adjust it as we see fit. And then once we do that, we'll get it on the dyno and we're gonna make some jam. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back and Ryan's in town. Ryan is here and he's here to tune the car personally. He's gonna show us how it's done. Ryan, buddy,
Sir.
can you tell me what your plan of attack is? Let's switch.
We're going for the proper lighting here, so
Yeah,
now I'm in the lighting angle.
What's your goal for this?
We're gonna start this thing off. It's on pump gas only.
Mm-hmm.
A really nice sized turbo.
Yeah.
Finally, an exhaust side that I can agree with, and I think we'll do probably 12 pounds a day, 14 pounds a day, whatever gate pressure is, which should be 12 to 14. I'll keep it nice and toned down. It already runs really good. This will give us time to inspect for leaks again, because the first hit on the dyno is where you're going to find everything. Vacuum lines pop off. You've got all sorts of small nuances pop up. So this will kind of give us a little bit of a break in to see what we do and make sure the health of the motor is exactly as we intended to. And we're waiting for our billet man for this three-rotor that's been on back order like so many others. So once that's here, then we can tear this all back again and come back for 85 and get them all flex fuel tuned up. So
So what do you got, buddy?
is it lower intake? No fucking way. I'm being filmed. So yesterday when we were doing this, I heard our first fire up of this car in person, and there was like maybe like a weird misfire, smallest little thing, and I was like, I think we've got a coil or something down, and so the wire? No way. It was unplugged.
No.
So this coil that I heard, and I was like, it's just off just a little bit. Like it was a little bit more crisp before. And our leading center rotor was apparently unplugged. So really good call. And like one of the first things we always do is we'll go through and like, I'm setting up all these base maps and stuff as best I can.
I'm smelling fuel.
Yeah, it's still burning off all the Cerakote and all that new stuff. But like I'll go and I'll set up all this stuff with Kevin having it revving at certain points and like all these breakpoints, right?
Yeah.
But I for sure felt like we were down on the power just a little bit. So sure enough, leading 2.
All right.
Cool.